What's up, family and friends? This is Jaren here. I go by Big Dreams Online, and I wanted to create this video to just go over the last 50 items that have sold for me. So I'm going to be talking about the prices that they've sold for, and then what the item actually is. I mean, you'll be able to tell what most of them are, but I may even tell you where I've got them from as well. So we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see here. Okay, perfect. So the first item on board is these Dr. Martens men's casual slip-on shoes. Never even seen any quite like these, so I knew I had to snatch these up. I ended up getting these from the Goodwill bins. Got them for probably about $2. And you can see here that they sold for $24.92 plus $4.96 in shipping. And you'll notice that on a lot of my sales that I have $4.96 shipping. I've noticed that that converts very well for me. So I like to use that as a fixed cost now just for everything because people tend to buy it more frequently whenever they see that the shipping cost is cheap like that. Next, these Nike Boys free shoes. I had been trying to sell these for probably a few months and couldn't. So I finally lowered the price and it was able to sell basically that next day. So that's something to keep in mind if you're not getting the traction that you want on a particular product. Consider decreasing the price. Okay, the next item on board is a Life is Good t-shirt. Anytime I see one of these shirts, I got to go ahead and snatch it up. They're just fun, shirts that people enjoy having. So sold it. I think I accepted an offer on this one for probably about $12.50. But like I said, $4.96 shipping. I don't mind coming down on my price a little bit. So not a big deal there. And I'm gonna move this up a little bit. Okay, so you can see it. This Nike girls pullover hoodie sold it. I want to say for about $14, and then with the shipping, but just um, a normal Nike pullover, nothing special about it. As you can see, all this stuff that I have on here is just bread and butter. And whenever you have this stuff priced correctly, you're going to be able to sell it quickly. You're in the business of selling and moving on to the next product, not in the business of storing stuff. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And if you're going to go for volume, then you really want to make sure that your pricing is affordable and it's reasonable. One of the mistakes that I've made because I'm able to get things in bulk is that I would have the prices pretty high, but nobody wants to pay, $30 and, $40 for a used shirt or used shoes unless, they carry an extremely high value. Okay. But for the most part, people don't want to pay that much for this used stuff. So you got to be very, very reasonable, price it in a way that's going to be attractive and they're going to want to jump on it quickly. Okay. So next we have these Nike women's legging capris. Women's athleisure is an item that does very well for me. So if I see it, I try to go ahead and snatch it up. You can see here, so for 16, 496, $4.96 shipping. Easy to ship. I love dealing with clothes. Easy to ship. Shoes, same thing. Easy to ship. So next we have an Adidas Climb Alike T-shirt. um, $6.98 on every sale. You don't have to, try to hit a home run. Really, it's these little small victories that just end up, making the difference at the end of the week. And then when you're able to swing and you are able to get a nice hit, like on these, let me show you here, like on these trout shoes right here. I mean, they did extremely well. Um, I had held on to them for probably about 3 or 4 weeks or so, and accepted an offer yesterday for, I want to say, 35 dollars or so. So it shows 44, but it was actually 30 something dollars is what I accepted. So, but it was just a nice turnaround. I was able to get it turned around quickly. There's some Mike Trout shoes, and you know, somebody who enjoys baseball and it enjoys him, wanted these, and they're willing to pay, over $30 for it. And then also I got $9.96 shipping on this one. So they pay, almost $40 for the shoe. So it was worth it. Some Merrell women's sandals. Yes, sandals still are selling, even though it is winter. I think my sandals and shorts, they've been selling year round. So if you got a good product, send them in. People like it, they're gonna snatch it up. I think well, no, I didn't take an offer on that one. They actually purchased it at that $29.38 price. However, I was going to lower it to $19 that day, but somebody beat me to the punch. So that's also a good thing too. Um, so it ended up selling anyways. Okay, next is this Champion adult crew neck sweatshirt. I could have gotten more for this. I didn't really want to, hold out too long. The idea is to, you know, get the profits back and then reinvest those. So I went ahead and took an offer of, I want to say $14. I know I'm not going to break very much on this. That's okay. But still just a good sale for me, and it's able to build me some momentum too. Because you can see right here, I sold some 501 men's jeans, Levi's. um, I'm starting to focus more on getting Levi's, the 501s, the 501s, the 505s, and I may just stick with those. We'll see, but the 501s for sure, I'm going to be narrowing down on those. But just a nice flip, $41, $7.96 is shipping. So very, very good sale right there. Oakland Raiders t-shirt sold for $7.97. Just a bread and butter shirt that you could probably find anywhere. Um, Says somebody wanted it. I had the right price, $7.97. Just looks very, very simple, and somebody snatched it up. Then we got these Adidas men's golf shorts. I tend to come across these fairly often. Just this particular style, where they have the comfort fit, and they're polyester and a little bit stretchy. And I know the gentlemen who golf, they really like these types of shorts because they fit very well and they're very comfortable. So those do well for me. I actually have several more in my store that I'm waiting to sell, but sold those for about $17. And then we have here this Columbia sportswear, just a long sleeve. And I think they bought it at $12.50 because I don't think there was an offer accepted on that one. So nice, simple flip. And again, these are all just bread and butter items. But when you have bread and butter items and you have volume, make sure that you price it affordably. If you price it affordably, and they are attractive, the prices are attractive, buyers are going to flock to your items. It's that simple. Okay, next we've got some men's Nike shorts. Just some, basketball type shorts that you could, wear if you're going to go work out or if you're just going to be hanging around the house. Sold them for 17 bucks. Next, we got the NYDJ Los Angeles women's leggings. I've never really dealt with this brand, but I like to experiment from time to time just to kind of see how a brand will do. And this one, I guess it wasn't on the market for too long. I would say probably about a month or so, but which is a little longer than I'd like to see it on there. And that may be because I had it priced higher than I should have, because I just recently lowered the price on this. So that's probably why I was able to sell. But you want to experiment, do some A/B testing just to be able to isolate and see where the changes are coming from. And to be honest, guys, you're looking at my pictures, and these aren't just retail pictures. They're okay. So your pictures don't have to be perfect. I got it on a white background, which is important. Google tends to favor listings that have the white background, but my pictures aren't just immaculate. I don't have the best cell phone, so I'm just using what I have. And I just recently bought the newer lighting from Amazon. And actually, I'm going to be doing a video about that, about me opening it up and um, taking a look at it, just kind of seeing how it works and whatnot, see if I notice a difference. So be on the lookout for that video there. But I mean, I'm just making small improvements, just trying to get better and trying to make it stand out even more. This was a photo that I did probably months and months ago that I hadn't been able to sell in some time. But you can see the background looks a whole lot different from the other ones. Uh, I couldn't sell it. I lowered the price, and bam, the gentleman contacted me, and he's like, I couldn't pass this one up because of the price. So again, you want to have attractive pricing. Okay, so next we have a John Henry necktie. I like selling men's neckties, and if you have them priced right, you're going to be able to sell them pretty frequently. So always a nice flip. Okay. And then we have this men's 5.11 tactical series t-shirt. I've just recently discovered the 5.11 tactical series gear. I think they got some pants. They've got the tops. I sold a padded shirt probably 2 weeks or so ago. It lasted maybe a day or two, but people who were in military or who are law enforcement, they really dig this type of stuff here. So if you happen to come across it, snatch it up by all means. You're not going to make an exorbitant amount, but you'll still be able to make a decent amount and then reinvest. So good flip there. Next, we have the Magellan shorts, just bread and butter. I mean, there's just nothing outstanding about this. And then we got the Kenny Chesney. Shout out to Kenny Chesney, all my country fans. Sold this shirt for $14. And it sat longer than I thought it would have, but nevertheless, it is out. So I'm not gonna complain. Same thing with these. These sat for a little while, changed the price to $14.97, and somebody snatched them up like that. So just some outdoor shoes for the hiking and in the outdoor individuals. Let's see here. Let's go back up to the top real quick. Okay. Levi's 517, $27. So, and these are like the slim fit or the boot cut. Those do very well. So there's different styles of the Levi jeans and just jeans in particular that will do well. Um, so you always want to keep an eye out. For the most part, like I said, I'm going to try to stick with the 501s, but if there's a particular style that I know is in demand and it's not the 501s, I'm still going to snatch them up because I'm in the business of making money. So, as you make more and more flips, as you source more and more, you're going to develop a better eye for what buyers are going to want and what's going to sell. So it all comes with time. So Tiva sandals again. I mean, we're in January and still selling sandals. So sold for about $31. Um, Somebody's gonna enjoy those. LL Bean men's slippers. I had to put some work into these. They were a little jacked up, so I washed them and then scrubbed them really, really good. And they came out well. And the individual has already reached out to me and let me know that they really appreciate the order uh, and they love the shoes, so the slippers. Uh, Next, we have a Nike Dry Fit golf shorts, some Nike golf shorts. I would have, and I had these priced higher than 1784. I had to come down on my price because they still have like the retail security tag. I found them at the thrift store with that on there. They're new with tags, but for some reason, like we couldn't get that off. So I ended up just coming down on the price because I didn't want to deal with it, and I knew no one was going to pay $40 for that if they were going to have to get it removed. So ended up just accepting an offer of 17 or I think $15 or so. I just wanted to get rid of it. Okay, Hollister t-shirt, bread and butter, just a short sleeve polo button up shirt. Columbia, and I'm going to move a little bit quicker here, guys. A Columbia quarter zip pullover. I love Columbia. I love selling Columbia, although it doesn't sell as well for me. And I think that's because I don't have it priced correctly. So I probably need to go in and make some adjustments to my Columbia products just because they're sitting longer than I would like for them to sit. And if they are, that's a great indication that something is wrong. So, I need to go fix that for sure. And I actually found this one, and the sleeve was a little messed up. It needed to be resewed, and thankfully, my mom is able to sew. So I just dropped it off at her house. She sewed it up, and it's good as new. And I tend to do that whenever I find an item that I know I can get some good value for. I'll take it, and if it needs some repairs, I get the repairs done. That way, I can increase its sale value. So keep that in mind too. Don't turn away items that um, if you put a little bit of work into, can still bring you some money. So just keep that in mind. So boys Under Armour pants, sold those for $16. A Croft and Barrow tie, sold it for about $5.90. Cheap. Women's activewear pants, $19. Let me go back up. Okay, so we got some Levi's 550. We got three. Okay, so you'll see three pairs right here, all from the same gentleman. So what he did, he put an offer in. So I think he ended up doing like 17 for each, but the shipping remained the same on it. So he ended up paying, I think I want to say like a little over $30 for, the pants, like just as the subtotal. And then the overall total with all the shipping, was close to about $30 or so. So, and normally, like if I have the same jeans, the same size, and I'll just go ahead and lock them up. But I wanted to experiment, like I told you about doing like the A and B testing, it's the multivariate testing, just to kind of see which route is better, selling them as a lot or selling them individually. Like it just, and what I found, this guy, like I said, he ended up buying all three of them. So in this case, it really didn't matter much. They still sold pretty quickly. So, you could do it however you want. You can lot them up or you can go individual. It's just whatever. I like to think about other people as well. Because what if somebody didn't want all three and they just wanted one or they just wanted two? So okay, some Carhartt men's shorts. Carhartt is a wonderful brand, so definitely add that to the Bolo list. Sold it for $22. These Sanuk loafers. I had never seen any like this. I had just like that slide style, but really cool, super comfy. Sold those for about $19. And then these right here, these Air Forces, I think they're size 15, so they're humongous. But you can see here, sold those for $64.84 with $9 shipping. So again, Carhartt work pants, cargo style, carpentry style. These gentlemen love the cargo pants, carpenter style pants, the canvas style pants. I mean, those gentlemen, they love to buy that type of stuff, and especially if you have it priced correctly, they're gonna snatch it up quickly. So, okay, let's see here. How many we got on here? Okay, here we go. So next we got this Ohio State kids hoodie. Sold it for, I think I sold it for about $15. Yeah, $15. Free shipping. Chaco shoes, $27. I love getting the Chaco shoes if I can find them. So those for $27. This Ducati men's jacket sold. I think I ended up taking like 30 something for this, 35. I just wanted to get it moving. there were some comps, but they were more of the motorcycle style jackets. So this is more of just a fleece, or just, just a full zip jacket, light jacket. And I mean, it was in great condition, but I knew it would have been sitting for a very long time if I was going to get, the full amount at 69. So I just accepted an offer of maybe like $35, which I'm comfortable with because I got it for super cheap. So it's not a big deal to me. Next is Daniel. I, I think he said Cremu. Somebody fact check me on that. I think it's Cremu. But anyway, he sold it for $15.94. Nice, quick flip. It even had like a small stain on the back of it. But I just made the buyer aware that, hey, there is a stain on here. Put the picture at number 2 or number 3, that way they could see it right off the bat, and they still made the purchase. So, and I even got a good review on it too. So always explain any flaws, point them out as well. Put the pictures on there. Tell them what's going on. Okay, this Harley Davidson motorcycle, women's, pullover, sold it for about $15. Then we sold this men's Puma pullover for $24, free shipping. Sold this pair of Doc Martens brown leather combat boots. Sold them for about $65. I love Doc Martens. I really do. It's just um, a brand that has been, doing well for many, many years. People love it. I'll have people, international buyers, to snatch them up as well. And I mean, just everybody loves. That's what I love about eBay, is that no matter where you are in the world, you can purchase. So, I have my store opened up to, globally. So whoever wants to purchase can purchase. So I love that. Okay, and this vintage women's Edelweiss ski wear snowboard winter jacket, sold it for $37. Just a nice jacket. It wasn't on the market for very long because somebody snatched it up very, very quick. So, okay, let's move right along. I think I got a few more here that we'll take a look at. Okay. Okay. So we got two more that we'll look at. Okay, so and then next we got this Patagonia hat, the Fitzroy Trout, the trucker hat and snapback. So, Patagonia is a great brand. So if you got anything Patagonia, it's gonna sell. So I sold pretty quickly. And then I sold that for $19 with $4 shipping. And then next, we sold this Simply Vera Wang women's shorts, jean shorts. Sold it for $13.99. I'm a little hesitant to get the Vera Wang shorts, or that brand. So I just kind of like to test it. If I'm not very sure, I'll test it out, just to see how it does for me. And if it does well, if it sells quickly, then, I'm going to get more of it. Or when I see it, I'm going to, start snatching it up a little bit more. So, it just kind of depends. I'll give you a few bonus ones too. So we got these men's sweatpants, um, definitely in style, definitely trendy. Gentleman snatched those up for $17. So I accepted his offer, and he's enjoying those right now. So, and then also some Cinch jeans. You see that picture isn't even that good, but Cinch is a very popular brand. Whenever I come across Cinch jeans, I definitely like to snatch them up. So, sold those for about $30. So, okay. And so you can see here, I'll just let you browse a few more. It's kind of what sold. And again, just bread and butter, stuff that is in your own backyard. This is probably one of my favorites. It's the Magic of Lassie Vintage Metal Lunchbox. I think that I listed it and then it sold like 4 hours later. So I don't know if I should have had it higher or what, but it was definitely a quick flip, and I'm happy that whoever received it was able to get it. So pretty cool flip. So I thought that was cool too. This vintage Oklahoma pullover sweater. Nice flip. Okay, so that is basically it. I know I showed you more than 50, but that's okay. We always like to see what has sold. I think that's particularly important. Um, if you guys have any questions, if you need any help with anything, drop a comment. I'd like to know, what you sell predominantly. As you can see here, that I like to sell clothes. So I'd love for you to leave a comment telling us what your bread and butter is, and how you're able to get those products. This is all a game. It's all fun. It's enjoyable. You got to make it fun. Try to find products that you enjoy too. I like doing vintage stuff too, especially like the '90s and the '80s print, just because of the nostalgia and the memories. So it's just a great feeling. But like I said, guys, if you need any help, please reach out. If you got any questions, just let me know. I'm gonna be dropping 2 new videos a week. Just trying to give as much value and as much content as possible. Do me a favor, give a thumbs up to this video. That way, more people can find it and it can add value to them. And then, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. I want to build a huge audience of like minded people so that together we can continue to keep growing. So, you guys have a wonderful day and thank you for spending your time with me. See you later.